Hello everyone, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. We are going to just dive right into a you and them reading and see what the masculine and feminine energies are and for Pisces right now. So I'm just going to begin. But I like to start my readings by thanking all of you who have been regular watchers, who comment, who like, who share, who subscribe. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. I am still struggling, you guys, with my thrown out pack. It's better, a little bit better, but we're still struggling. So anyway, please bear with me. I'm gonna hang in there as long as I can, but I felt super guided to come on and do this reading for you guys today. So we're gonna do it and must have some important message in it. Just keep in mind it is a general reading, and so take what resonates and leave the rest. For Pisces, please spirit, the masculine energy. For Pisces, please spirit. That spirit, wow. All right. For the feminine. Wow, okay. I'm getting such a strong message from this bat spirit. Oh my gosh. Oh. Pisces. Oh, I love you guys. All right. This bat spirit is giving me a very persistent energy, a very like someone who's not giving up, someone who, it says a rebirth is assured. This could be someone that you're in separation from, or it could even be, it's someone that needed to take some time to reflect, I feel like, or to get a new perspective, or to have some sort of enlightenment, to have some sort of realization or breakthrough, or maybe even kind of an energy of wake up. Wow, I am getting a heavy emphasis on perspective. It's like they may have only seen something their way, and they may have been so in the trench their way that it's almost as if I feel they didn't even think to see it any other way, or they didn't even think of what someone else's perspective was. And it may be that this feminine has said something or reacted in some kind of way that is giving this masculine this energy of wake up. And I feel with the dog spirit, it's kind of space, maybe giving space, or maybe literally giving space, maybe pulling back, or not pressuring, or not clinging, or not forcing. But it's also an energy of like, I'm here, but I don't need constant attention, or I'm here, but I really need you to kind of have this realization on your own. And so I'm here, but I'm not here. You know how, like, I don't know, my dog Bhakti, he's always with me. He is always, like within just a few feet of me. And yet he's not on top of me, I not, do you know what I'm saying? I hope you do. I hope you do. Because it's kind of like I'm present. I haven't gone anywhere yet. But I believe in this, but I need you to see this. I need you to figure this out on your own. The lion spirit here, be generous of spirit. I don't know why, but it's coming through as cliche. Like, literally, I'm hearing that word cliche. But I'm also getting, you could be dealing with a lion. I mean, a Leo. Or a lion. Or someone that likes lions. Lions may be symbolic in some way. what is really, so I've been to Africa and I've seen lions in the wild as a photographer. And lions, they just lay out in the grass, like no big deal. Like they're so relaxed. They couldn't even be bothered. But when they smell prey, or when they smell trouble, or when they instantly react. They go from just like completely languid and fluid and just almost one with the earth and the sun and the sky and the grass, to this extremely powerful, confident hunter. And that's what's coming to mind here. So, and with the generous, it's like almost like vulnerability and risk is what I'm feeling. And this is the energy of the connection. And you know, in a good connection, we are our own person, but we are tied into the energy of our person. And when they need us to be the one that is reassuring, they need us to be the one that is the huntress or the hunter, we show up and we do what's necessary. And when we need them to be the one, they do. But it isn't one person typically that takes on that entire role or responsibility. Even with the lions. There may be an ebb and flow or a rhythm that's being established between two people here. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This bat spirit. Sometimes when I do these you and them energies and I can really get in with the energy, like right now, I have so many feelings myself for the bat spirit. I do not particularly care for bats, but I really care for this one. There's something so like, I want to know how to do it. I want to know what's right. I want to know how to show up. I want this. And this energy. I want to move past my barriers. I want to go beyond this energy of overthinking, or I feel like pain, like wounding or fear based on wounding. But you know, it's like, it's not, how do I want to say, it's not like this open throbbing wound, right? It's just, I've learned that ovens are hot by touching them and getting burned, and I don't want to get burned again. And you know, you look kind of a bit like an oven. You know what I mean? Like, you might not have any burners on right now, but like, it looks like you could have a burner on at some point. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm just testing the water, or I'm trying to feel secure. Or Bhakti, Bubba. I'm trying to feel peace and reassured about whatever this is, about this connection, I guess. Because this person really does, they want to come together. I feel there is some kind of very sweet kind of friendship. Bhakti. Box. Hey, relax. Oh, you guys. We have a neighbor now who has this little black and white Shih Tzu, and they just let this Shih Tzu roam the neighborhood. Like, they're not even outside, and it's in my front yard, and that's why my dog is going nuts. He's a herding dog. He's a part herder. When he sees a dog out there by itself, it really, literally makes him crazy, and also a dog in our yard. Okay, but anyway, I feel a really sweet and innocent friendship here, or something forming where it's like, it feels like the Six of Cups. Like, I feel comfortable with you. I feel a sense of, like, excitement to see you, connection with you, you know, maybe we like the same things, or we always have a really good time when we're together. I feel happy when I'm around you, you know, like you feel when you're making a friend. But I feel like ultimately, this is not my goal. Ultimately, my goal is the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. And it's like, I really want to take it from this, where it is now, where it feels good, where I kind of want to say the word easy, but it feels like maybe organic might be the best word. Like, it just is coming together sort of on its own. But of course I have this problem with overthinking, and then I try not to think about it at all. You know, I get in my own head, and then I hit this brick wall, and then I try to not think about it at all. I try to push it out of my head. I try to, even the want of it, even the desire for it, and maybe even the desire for the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, because if not with you, then who? Do you get what I mean? It's like, it's not just, it's like this person really wants that type of relationship, but they have to get past something within them in order to get there. And, you know, I feel it's kind of one of those things where it's like, when they're with you, and it's like everything is so perfect, or everything is so sunny. But then when they leave you and they're left to their own devices, their thoughts kind of take over, and it doesn't always necessarily take them to a good place. And I feel like with this dog spirit, it's trying to be very reassuring. It's trying to be very protective. It's trying to be very understanding of all the things that this person is going through. But they're also going through their own set of things, I can feel. We haven't got there yet, but it feels like it. But I feel like ultimately, it's like this bat spirit is driving the car. You know, if someone's in the driver's seat, it's the bat spirit. And so the dog spirit can only sort of is along for the ride. It's like, wherever this bat spirit takes us, that's where we're going. And so if the bat spirit can overcome this overthinking and like hitting the brick wall situation, then it's going to transform into the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles kind of energy. And then you have clarity on the bottom of the deck. I think this person, I feel so much emotion with this particular card. Because it feels like, it's like, I really want this. I really, 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 really want this. I have to get out of my own way. And in order to do that, it's like, I feel as though this person either has to admit that they have deep feelings, or that they're developing feelings, which they may not necessarily be comfortable with. And it also feels like the feelings kind of smacked them in the face. It feels like this wasn't somebody who like set out to develop feelings. There may have been an attraction, or there may have been like a really natural friendship that developed, but I don't think that this person was really like, Bubby Hubbers, come here, handsome, come here. I know, it's driving you crazy, but come here, Bubba. Come here. Yeah, come here. No, come here. Yeah, come here. Yeah, that's my box. All right. Now, don't worry about that dog. That dog shouldn't be out roaming the neighborhood without a mommy. I know. I know, Bubba. I know. Yeah, you're handsome. Yeah. You would never act like that, would ya? No, you never would. No. All right, sorry, you guys. So the thing is, it's like this person really, when you want this and it's all coming along and you don't realize that you have feelings or that like your heart is involved. Bhakti. The duck just went flying. If you know about Bhakti, you know about his duck. He's got it. All right, so hopefully the duck will help. Anyway, you puppy, don't worry about it. Seriously, just relax. You know, it's like this person can see everything that they want right in front of them, but the minute they became aware that their heart was getting involved or that there were feelings developing, it threw their energy up into their head. It's like, I gotta get out of here, out of their heart space. It's like, oh gosh, this isn't what I want. I want to get to the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Well, the only way there is through, and this person is having some kind of awakening about it. And it says with the bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. So there's this energy of, determination, which is exactly what I got the first minute that bat spirit fell out. And I feel it so strongly in my heart. It's just this energy of just determination of like, okay, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do this, I can handle it. I feel like this person, it'll be very interesting, but it feels like they're developing into the King of Cups. Let's dive into her, shall we? It's like all of a sudden this person is feeling super vulnerable, this masculine, like, oh my gosh, I could get heartbroken. It's the oven with the hot burners. Like, I don't see any hot burners right now. I'm not feeling any hot burners right now, but like, damn, man, my heart is involved. And how interesting. And I don't know how to handle it. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel scared and vulnerable. And it sends me into my headspace. That feels safer. It's almost even a way of numbing overthinking itself. All right, so with the dog spirit, the feminine spirit, we have codependent and shifting. So there are some toxic connections in the feminine's past, I feel like, or some hard-learned lessons from some toxic connections here, where I think the feminine realized she was going to repeat that pattern over and over again until she made a difference. Until she made a different decision. Wow, it might have even been, for some, going from one extreme to another. Going from super attached, without any space, without any like without boundaries, to all I'm gonna have is boundaries. I'm not letting anyone in. I'm going to be in my power. I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to, and I think this might have been an energy that the feminine really used in order to heal, in order to release and let go of some things from the past that were very painful or that were very emotional. But I think ultimately the feminine had to learn how to let that wall down again and how to let someone in. And I think with this person, they felt a powerful connection, or a powerful, I'm getting powerful promise, but like a, like a hope of this being what she wanted, what she was looking for. You guys, hang on. I made tea and then I left it in my kitchen, so I really need it, and I'm gonna go get it real quick. Okay, well, not real quick because I can't go anywhere real quick, but it's not far, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm so sorry for all the distractions. Okay, I'm back. You know, I'm so sorry for the distractions, but you know, it can also be part of the energy of what's happening, right? That there are a lot of distractions, or there are a lot of things going on around this connection or in the environment of this connection, or it may be that like both people are really busy, or both people have a lot on their mind, or are dealing with things outside the connection as well. And that may even be intentional or on purpose, and it may even be that spirit is trying to call your attention to that like this isn't our only priority, or we're not rushing into this. It's like it's something that is unfolding exactly the way that it is supposed to, kind of energy. I mean, it's just going to go the way it's going to go. You can't really control it. You know, we can try our hardest to be perfect. You know, I tried to make my tea before I came to do this reading. But yeah, like I am very distracted by my back and by other things. And so, yeah, it all plays a role. It all has an effect on everything. So it may just be that, that is happening in this situation here with you and this person. Okay. So you have infinite here, which it's just making me feel like this feminine is really like feeling that this is a soul connection, or that it may have no beginning and no ending. But I feel like the feminine is really trying to stay in this energy of health and well-being, and sort of internally focused, and just anything that's trying to attach to her or pull her down or confuse her or take her out of her energy. It's like she's sort of putting distance between her and that, and just really focusing on herself, and sort of just telling herself, well, you know, Bat Spirit's got to figure this out, and there's nothing I can do except hold space for it and focus on myself right now. All right, so let's dive deeper into both these energies with the tarot. Wow, okay. Oh, see, the masculine is having the wake-up call. They are having, like, they are getting whatever this message is, oh my gosh, that they need. They're getting it in their mental body. There's a lot going on in the mental body. I'm just gonna tell you. Oh my goodness gracious, so many swords. So you have the Queen of Swords with the Ten of Cups with the full card energy. And it's kind of like, you know, Pisces, I feel like the feminine energy is really representing to this masculine everything that they've ever wanted. It's kind of like, this is where I can see myself being emotionally content. This is where I can see myself having everything that I ever dreamed of and ever wanted, like just seeing it all come true. With the Queen of Swords, it's that energy of like, I know that the oven can burn me, you know, and I'm trying not to get swept away and just to like go all in with this full card energy and kind of make an ass out of myself by kind of going on a wing and a prayer here without doing my due diligence or without, you know, contemplating the burning oven, you know. I don't know why that is so profound today, but or like coming up so much. But it's like also a lesson in trust within this person, trusting themselves and really trusting the universe when it comes to the full card energy. Because it's like, yes, you have been burned by the oven, and yes, you have learned from being burned by the oven. And because you've been burned and because you have learned, it's like you know better what you're looking for. You're stronger, you're wiser, you're smarter, you're seeing things more clearly. You know, if this person was an oven burner, you know, person, you know, you probably wouldn't see yourself just taking a leap of faith without any kind of parachute, without any kind of safety net, without any kind of, you know, that wouldn't be the thought that keeps coming to you as what you desire in this moment, or what you feel compelled to do even in this moment. Then you have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. And there's this divine pair with the 10 of Cups. It's like, but it's not coming out obviously. Like, I don't know how to describe this. It's like this person has a deep inner knowing that this is like a divine pair, or that they've met their match, or like this is someone who this goes back to that friendship card. It's like whatever I put out there, you can pick it up and you know where to take it. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like it's an equal match. It's like you are the feminine to my masculine. And it's not like I'm just seeing it that way, or I'm consciously thinking about it that way. It's just that like my soul recognizes it. It's in the back of my mind that I may not consciously have this thought, but I just sort of recognize it or realize it. It's there, you know? And I feel like this person in this time where they are sort of hangman in it with the bat spirit, they really are contemplating their life and their choices and what's out in front of them and how they want to see themselves and who they want to be and what kind of life they want to live and what kind of world they want to belong to. And I feel like they want the Queen of Cups by their side. They want to love and be loved. I mean, ultimately at the end of the day. And I feel like this is really motivating them to make some kind of choice based on some kind of breakthrough. And I think the breakthrough revolves around this idea of, okay, you know, I could stand here and protect myself forever. I could stand here and not take a risk and not take a chance and, you know, let every opportunity pass me by and sort of be valid in it and just say, well, it could have burned me eventually. So I'm probably better off just not diving in. But that's not what they want. And I feel like they really want and are ready for the 10 of Cups, this masculine. You know? And I, you know, with the King of Swords here and the Queen of Swords here and the Knight of Swords here, I feel like this is typically someone who acts on logic and reason. And I feel like being smacked in the face by having emotion, it's like, I didn't want that. I didn't want any part of having any kind of emotion. I really wanted to just sort of get to the 10 of Cups and then develop feelings, like when it was safe, when we were married or committed or deeply entrenched in something that I knew was completely safe and secure. That's when I wanted the feelings to hit me. Not yet, not now. You know what I mean? It's an inconvenient experience to have it come up now. And I think it's sort of throwing this masculine off. But I think this masculine is also having this Tower moment where they're like, I've got to get out of my safety zone. I've got to take this leap of faith. I mean, the Fool card energy is a very, very, very strong energy, and it's the only major arcana other than the Tower here, and the Tower's on the bottom of the deck. And the Fool card, the energy rests in the space of sometimes we are called to action and we can't even explain why, but the call and the urge is so strong, the desire is so strong that we almost can't be stopped. We are willing to walk over a cliff's edge because we feel we must, right? And so it's like this person is having this urge so strongly, but there is something within them that's saying, red alert, you know, this is a huge risk. We got to think about this. We've been burned before. We don't want to be burned again, like, you know. But I think this space that this person has taken, or the distance that this person is at, has kind of really put them in this headspace of, what kind of world do I want to live in? What kind of world do I want to create? What am I doing here? You know? And I just feel with this Queen of Cups energy here, especially where it is at this back of this Two of Wands, it's like, I want the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, you know, there's also an energy of protection when you're in front of like the female, or, you know, it's almost like this is a gate, right? And it's like, this is the gatekeeper, the protector of this feminine. It's like, I want it. I feel this sense of very masculine energy of like, I want to protect the queen. You know, I want to protect the emotion, the love, the softness. I don't want the Queen of Cups getting hurt anymore, you know? I want to protect the Queen of Cups. This is a real breakthrough. And I'm sorry, but I know I see the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. It was hanging out just like that under the deck the whole time. And I was like, that's the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. This is serious. I am just going to take a couple on the Tower real quick, just to look at it. Wow, I just split the deck and the Ace of Swords was there. Clarity. Oh yeah. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries. Oh, wow. These same cards keep coming out. Jesus, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. The Tower is being clarified by the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, all upright with the Fool on the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, this person, it's like they're ready to step into their, you know, it's not even... It's like, I feel like this person's very secure, but like, you know how, like if you've ever watched, like during the Olympics, if you watch sprinting, it's like some people just have another gear that they step into, and it's like they just pull away from everyone at that point. But they're all equally matched out of the gate. You know, I mean, it's like, these are world-class sprinters, right? They're all very like solid and stable in their ability. And with the King of Pentacles, it's like, I feel like this is a masculine who's pretty secure, pretty stable. They're pretty, I feel like stable and just like grounded, and, you know, I don't know that they're an earth sign, but they definitely feel like they have earthy qualities to them. Like, I don't get like a big reactionary kind of energy. I get like very steady. And I think maybe they're sitting on a firm foundation. They may have like created a good life for themselves, but they're definitely in an energy here where they're ready to commit, where it's like they want there is a generosity of spirit here for sure with the Six of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. There, it's like I do want a situation where I can give freely to the situation. You know how, like, you can give to some people and they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And they really authentically mean it. And they're just really so blown away and so grateful for everything that you do for them. And then there are some people and you give to them and they want more. And they're like, oh, like I'm just, my son, this is horrible. My son had a girlfriend, like, they were the captain of their sports teams. They were very like cute and whatever in high school. And it was like, she really didn't have a lot, you know, and like I would give her a gift and she would be like, oh, thank you, but I don't actually like this brand, or I don't actually like, you know, and I was always like, wow, you know what I mean? And like, we had to do so much for them, but like, she just was always just like, oh, you know, and ultimately that relationship fell apart. And then he has a girlfriend now and it's terrible. You should never compare these things, but she is like, whatever we do, she's just like down for it. She's like always just like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to be included, and like da da da, you know what I mean? And genuinely, and it's very, and like if it's something different than something that she would do or that she would use, she's like, oh, you know, I want to understand the value of this, or I want to like know why you like this, you know what I mean? And you can see it, like, it's so reflected in the gifts that she gives other people, you know, like that she's paying attention, or that she knows what you like or why you like it. And then if she sees something like it, she's like, oh yeah, this person will love it. You know what I mean? She's very thoughtful. And it feels like with this person, they may, like for some of you, like maybe not a ton of you, but it's like they may have tried to be giving to someone in the past, and this person sort of like took and was ungrateful, and it was a very disappointing experience for this person, or it just sort of may have even left kind of a bad taste in their mouth. But I see here, it's like they haven't lost the desire to be that person. They really want to be the one that's like giving, that's like, they like the feeling of providing, I feel like. And with the Emperor here, I feel like this is this person's next level, like the sprinter, you know? It's like, okay, here's how we cross the finish line. We go into Emperor mode. You know, I was already strong and on a firm foundation, and I was already, you know, all of these things. But like with the Emperor, this is like, I'm making real decisions in my life that reflect my intention and my desire, and that are, you know, strong indicators that I am definitely taking a leap of faith. I am definitely going all in on this connection. Okay? But I'm doing it from, you know, I don't want to say like a controlled space, but I'm doing it from a space where I don't feel insecure. I feel secure in myself, in my situation, that I will always be able to recover. And so that may have been something that they had to develop, you know. They may not have been there when you met, you know, that may have been something that's coming through this period of reflection, a change in perspective, like they're looking at it differently. All right, in their heart space, the heart space for the masculine, for Pisces, please, Spirit. There's the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. You got some fast-moving energy here. All right. We've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely, this person was trying to hold back their feelings, or they were trying to move through this space without acknowledging their feelings, but something clearly happened, or it just became aware to them, I feel like, that they were having feelings, or that there's definitely a strong desire here to build something, to create something. With the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, it's like this person really sees this as their forever situation. And, you can see something that logically is a good idea as a forever situation. Like, well, I imagine this is how they paired up kings and queens back in the day, right? Like, you have this kingdom and I have this kingdom, and if we joined kingdoms, then we would be impenetrable by that kingdom, and that kingdom. So it makes sense for us to come together. But when we're talking like matters of the heart and, modern day situations, a good pairing is a couple that is so on the same page with the Chariot and so equally matched with their capacity to navigate daily life on their own and in a couple, that it's always us against them. It's always me and you against the outside world. It's an impenetrable force like that. And when you can feel that kind of trust or that kind of stability with another person, with something that's external to you, something that's outside of you, that's when you sort of know this is a good union. This is a good connection. This person, you can see, even in their heart space, you can see with that Seven of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords, and then the Nine of Swords coming out in this configuration. It's like, this person tried to avoid having feelings, tried to deny it, tried to resist it, tried to kind of, avoid having feelings. But when you really start to think about collaborating with another person, you have reached a certain point where there are feelings involved. There must be. Because you're starting to align your life with another person. And with the Chariot here, it's like, I see you as my equal match. How can you not have feelings for someone that you see that with? Even if it's a friendship, even if it's a business partner, even if it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're going to have some sense of elation around that connection, because we find that so rarely in life. And so, this person is having these realizations about, wow, like, I could actually see you playing this role, or I could actually see you being the feminine to my masculine in life. And, there may have even been some communication, some really heartfelt or authentic communication around this. Like, wow, we're really equally matched. Or, to be honest with you, with the Emperor, the Eight of Wands, and the Chariot with the Three of Pentacles, this is a power couple. This is a couple that is so solid inside their home that outside their home, that energy shows, right? As within, so without. And so when you as a person have worked really hard to heal and to do, to kind of clean out your inner being and to be your kind of like best version of yourself, it shows, right? Like, you get responded to differently in the world. And when you as a couple sort of are doing the same thing, you get responded to differently in the world. People will say to me all the time, like, it's like you and your husband are one person. It's like you're so in sync with each other. And no one ever says anything to me or to my husband and we go, oh, I had no idea, or we're surprised, or we're shocked. Like, because we tell each other everything. Like, I don't know, we're always together when we're not doing something away from each other. We're just like, so we tell each other everything. And so when we go out, we're both completely fully informed about who everybody is, what's going on, every conversation, you know what I mean? Nobody like springs something on us that is like shocking. And I always know pretty much how he's going to react to everything. I mean, we've been doing this a long time, but like, you're not going to separate us. You're not going to get us to turn on each other. You're not going to, after all this time, I feel I can say that pretty confidently, that we're pretty much always on the same page. And it is a lot through communication. There's a lot of communication. But this is definitely a couple that really has the ability to navigate life very successfully. With the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, that is just like, you know, there's a lot of reward in that. There's a lot of success and a lot of victory in that. And so it's like almost that this masculine really feels that in their heart space. You know, we have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. We have the 10 of Cups in the head space. It's like, I really can see that this is a really positive connection, that we're equally yoked, that we're on the same page, that we're moving in the same direction. The communication is free flowing. I don't feel like I have to hold back or kind of change what I'm saying, or that I have to fear or worry that what I'm saying is going to offend, or, you know, it's like this person knows who I am and I'm free to take control of this situation. And, you know, with the Emperor coming up in the heart space too, it's like this masculine gets to be a masculine. This masculine, you know, gets to play the role that they want to play in this relationship, that it's asking them to step up into their highest and best energy, and they like that. They're feeling it. Like nothing maybe has ever asked them to extend themselves in such a way, to push into that second gear that they may not have even known that they had. But seeing the Emperor here in this heart space, it's kind of just telling me, I like who I am when I'm with you. I like the way that I feel when I'm with you. I like the decisions that we're making. I feel like I get to make more elevated decisions, maybe even than the decisions I get to make on my own, because I'm with you. Because we're yoked up, because we're a team. And that is what is really putting this person's fear aside. You know, and they're emerging out in a sense of peace and calm in their headspace, even based on what they feel in their heart space. So there is it does feel like a big transformation. I mean, there was a Tower on the bottom of the deck there, so there's obviously a transformation, but this feels like something where this masculine, instead of feeling like, oh no, having feelings is a really bad thing, they're starting to understand what the root and origin of the feelings are, and that the feelings are really representational of the fact that they can really see everything that they want, the future that they desire here. And having feelings means you care, right? Being scared means that it's something you care about. What are their intentions? Wow, their intentions are to bring this thing together. And they want the world to know. Yeah, there's a conversation. They're going to come in, I feel like, and have a conversation where they really clear the air and let their intentions be known. I feel that this person really wants to, I feel like, even be recognized as this feminine's masculine. They want to come together in a really balanced way. They want to have the chance to sort of come together in a balanced way, and they may feel that there needs to be some kind of established relationship here in order to do that. You know, it's like they can't be worried about external. I'm just getting from the 5 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. It's like I can't be worried about competition or things external to this relationship. I just want to focus on the success and victory and taking this relationship where I know it's possible to take it. So it's kind of like almost sort of wanting a public announcement of the coming together here. To definitively say we have found success and victory in this coupling, in this pairing. There's a lot of, I mean, some of you really could be dealing with a fire sign here. Like you got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. You also have Cancer. I mean, you could be dealing with like a fire sign, sun sign, or a rising sign, and like a Cancer moon or Venus. Kind of energy here, like someone who is really soft and emotional underneath, but like is really a go-getter in life, possibly very ambitious, or and it doesn't even have to really necessarily be ambitious, but someone who cares about their integrity and about the way people receive them. So just any actions Pisces needs to know about. Any actions coming that Pisces needs to know about. Holy moly. Okay, well, I said any actions that Pisces needs to know about. So yeah, I feel Pisces, like if you're in separation from this person, or if they have walked away, oh my gosh, yeah. Wow, oh, holy crap, Pisces. If they have walked away, This is something where it's like they do want to reconcile. They do want to offer. They want to take this opportunity that they have found with you with this Ace of Cups and see where it can go. I think that they pulled back to kind of love themselves and to sort of figure this out again. With the Hermit and the King of Wands, this time away where they have really been focusing on what they want, what kind of world they want to live in, what kind of decisions and choices that they want to make that are, in their highest and best good, it's only reaffirmed to them exactly what they want and that they need to go after it. This person is definitely making a strong choice, and I think they're choosing this relationship. Yeah, there's definitely a decision being made. I feel like they just got in their head. And they're making the choice to get out of it. The only thing the distance has done is make it more clear to this person what they want, what they desire. All right, let's do the same with the feminine. What is in the feminine's headspace? Wow. Different kind of transformation in the feminine's headspace, yeah. So, okay, the feminine, they've had some difficult endings. They've been through plenty of situations that I feel like have drained them. I feel like they've had a tendency to get in their head in those situations as well, or maybe prolong the endings and sort of make it more difficult for themselves in the end. And that's one thing they vowed to themselves they're not going to do here. So with the Death card and the Ten of Swords, the feminine is coming to this place of like, okay, if it's over, or there is a level of detachment here. I'm sorry, but there just is. It's like, okay, if this person isn't going to come back around, if this person isn't going to figure it out, whatever, I'm not going to fight for it. I'm not going to cling to it. I'm not going to put myself through a sword cycle over this thing. I'm going to let this shit go. Like, I have clarity. I have learned my lesson. I know now how to have success and victory in this situation, and that is to control my mind, to not let my mind go crazy on me, and I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to ride the wave with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to know that everything ebbs and flows, and that this may be an ebb and a flow, but it may also be the end. And either way, I'm okay. I'm staying detached. It may sound harsh or cold, but it's not. It's actually pretty healthy. It's only not healthy if they can't, like, pull themselves out of it, really. Wow, but yes, okay. So then we look at the feminine's heart space and look at that mirroring energy. The feminine wants to come together. Wow, but in the feminine's heart space, they know that it's like not really up to them. The masculine is driving the car with the chariot there. The masculine is in charge and the feminine is sort of along for the ride. The feminine sees all the same potential that the masculine sees. They feel it all the same way. They want to come together. They know that this is a situation that has to come together organically and naturally. It just has to happen the way that it has to happen. And they're there. They're willing to stay open. They're willing to make their contribution. They're willing to give their part. They're willing to be vulnerable. They're willing to allow intimacy. But they need to know that the masculine isn't going anywhere. They need to know that the masculine is really yoking up to them and is really serious about driving this in the right direction towards success and victory. And if what it takes in order to have that is to let this masculine go and to let this masculine come to that conclusion on their own, then that's what the feminine's going to do. They're not forcing, they're not clinging, they're not getting into some crazy mental pattern. They have learned their lesson. They are staying solid, they are staying stable, they're taking care of themselves so that they are ready if they're called up into this relationship. If the masculine says, hey, you know what, I'm in the chariot, meet me outside, they're gonna be like, all right, here I come, but they're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out and I'm so this and I'm so that because you took so much time and da, 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 you know what I mean? No, they're just gonna show up and be like, where are we going? I told a story yesterday about how I felt like I really was like aware of my husband and feeling things for my husband right away. And that, he was really focused on other things. Well, I found out like a long time after that moment from his best friend that the day he met me, he said to his best friend, I met a girl. So he did notice me. He did have some reaction to me. He was so focused on other things that he wasn't awake to it in the same way I was, where I could really focus on him and the relationship, you know what I mean? Or like wanting it or trying to establish it. I don't know why that just came up for me to finish that story, because I don't think I ever did yesterday. I do that sometimes. Okay. In the feminine's intentions, the feminine knows what she wants and pretty much what she needs. And she absolutely is not willing to be overburdened. She's done that before, and she knows that it just creates a brick wall. And so she's done with that phase in her life. She's done with toxic relationships. She's done with overgiving. She's done with overcompensating. She's not doing it. That cycle has ended with her. She is looking for something very specific that she wants, and it's not this. She's looking to really just be able to carry the one stick, which is her desire. And she's sure about it. And with the King of Wands, definitely even looking at the masculine energy, she sees the potential in this masculine. She does. She's like, okay, I see what I want. And like, if you give me the signal, I will take action to meet you where you are. But it is going to be reciprocal. It is going to be an equal give and take, and it is going to stay balanced if it kills me. This feminine definitely sees a soulmate situation here, and she is absolutely prepared to choose it. But she isn't going to go out of her way to make it happen. Those days are done. That's what I just got. Those days are done. Done, done, done. So I feel very strongly that one of you or some of you are actually thinking that. Those days of me doing that are done. Like, sure, I could do that. I'm not going to. All right. Wow. In the feminine's actions, she's sitting here drinking her cup of tea going, well, what's it going to be? Heartbreak or something solid and stable? I'm just waiting to find out. Wow. Okay, so I wanted to dive deeper on any information about the connection itself. The feminine is not taking any kind of action, in other words. She's waiting to see what is the masculine going to hand her, heartbreak or an offer. Something solid and stable. She's not accepting anything other than an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like there's a heart-to-heart conversation about to happen here. I feel there is, there's some kind of slight here, either perceived or real. I can't say, but it feels almost like these are all mirrored energies, where it's a little bit like, when we're getting to know someone and we don't know the whole gamut of their reactions, and we don't have a big history of, okay, well, sometimes this person takes space, but they always come back, and they always come back on this day at this time. You know what I'm saying? When we don't have enough experience with someone to really sort of know calculatably what they are or who they are, it's kind of like they may say something or they may do something that really triggers something within us because we don't know that that's just sort of the way this person is, or that this is how they operate. I feel like something like that happened and it created some kind of confusion. I do feel like there's an opportunity for a conversation here. someone may have felt unappreciated or unseen or unheard at some point, and it's kind of like, you know, we always have to look within ourselves, and then we always have to look at the other, right? And so it's like when I look at myself, I can see that like maybe I took it that way because of these past situations that have hurt me. And maybe it's indicative of that, but it could also be indicative that you are the same type of person I've dealt with in the past or whatever, right? That you are not mature, or that you are not, you know, whatever. But I feel like something happened, and it's like two people went to their separate corners and they're both sort of working their way through it. And I feel like we got to come together and have a conversation so that we can sort of clear the air and get to sort of the bottom of it. Guys, this reading is so long. All right. So I just think this is kind of powerful. So I got these cards, so I'm going to just go ahead and do it, even though this reading is really, really long. Some of you will stay with it all the way through, and some of you have already gone. To those of you who have stayed with it, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so what is the masculine attracted to in the feminine? What does the feminine need to know about this situation? What is the masculine attracted to in the feminine? All right. The masculine is saying, I'm attracted to you because you follow your own beliefs. I'm inspired by you because you always have faith. I'm attracted to you because you have a wild, unique rebel spirit. I am attracted to you because you are not afraid to shine. I am attracted to you because your deep connection to the animal kingdom. Oh, I love that. And on the bottom of the deck, it says, happy girls are the prettiest. I love how silly you are. See, there's something about how easy it is to be with this feminine for this masculine. And I think that this masculine, you know, when you're attracted to someone who doesn't do things the way other people do things, there's like, it's almost like being on a knife's edge, right? Because, you know, it's like, well, if you acted predictably, I'd be able to know where you stand. But because you don't, I don't. But yet I'm super attracted to that. So it's kind of like that double-edged sword is what I'm trying to say. So what is the feminine attracted to in the masculine? What is the feminine attracted to in the masculine? I think it's important for us to tell each other these things too, you know? Even when you've been married a long time, even when you've been in a relationship a long time, even when you think people know, it's nice to hear it. All right, I admire you because you are not afraid to light the way. This masculine is a leader. I am attracted to you because you take care of yourself. I admire you because you choose to see the bright side. I am inspired by you because you are so passionate. Oof, let her be the feminine. I am attracted to you because when you feel it, you just feel it. Ugh. And on the bottom of the deck, it says, I am attracted to you because your loving nature creates harmony. The feminine feels safe with the masculine. They feel safe and they feel protected with the masculine. Oh my God. All right. Well, I got the Lover's Oracle, so I'm just going to pull those for each of the elements for you to end this reading. Again, I just want to thank you, if you're still here, for making it through this extremely long reading. I really hope that it held a space of resonance. I'm sorry for all the distractions in the beginning. If you're dealing with a water sign, oh my gosh, you're getting soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe and they will manifest physically. Fire sign. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. All right, if you're dealing with an earth sign, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Ooh, if you're dealing with an air sign, okay, oh God, it went on the floor. Okay, if you're dealing, I have to get another one. It says twin flames, your passion ignites, but I just want another one. Transformation, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. All right, Pisces, that's a wrap on this You and Them episode of Lotus Heart Tarot. I hope it helped. I hope it brought you guys some peace and clarity. I genuinely do. I thank you guys so much for joining me on this kind of dreary day here in Florida. And I wish you guys all the very best. Always, always, always. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.